Hello, I'm Rachel Arenstein, and welcome back to the fourth in the series of short training videos for the Stash website. In this video, we are going to talk about finishing up an article and getting ready to publish it so it is available online. So first, let's navigate back to the article that we've been working on. Remember, we can find that by sorting on date, but right now the easiest thing is to find it under drafts. And here we go, creating a custom enclosure for our oversized rolled graphic recordings, and we're going to click Edit. Okay, so you'll see it loads up our page builder, and we have our title, our description or purpose here, and our author information. And let's just give a quick look at all of our text. After ending the last video, I went back and cleaned up a little bit of the formatting and completed the addition of the images. So I think this looks more or less the way I want it. And we're ready to publish. And of course, once it's published, we can continue to make small edits as necessary online. So I'm just going to hit save one more time here. And we are going to click on publish. Okay, so if we go up here, we'll see view page. And that's all looking good. Oh, we have a little bit of a formatting glitch in here that we're going to have to go back and correct, but that's not a problem. And okay, excellent. So our article is here. However, what you also see here over on our sidebar, which gives us the sort of hierarchy and structure for the sections of our site, anything that you add, a new page, gets added to this sidebar menu. But we don't want individual articles listed here. We just want the broader categories. So this is something that we actually have to go in and exclude. And I'm going to show you how to do that now. Okay, we're going to go back into the edit page mode. In addition to excluding it from the sidebar menu, we want to make sure that it shows up in a couple of other places. And in retrospect, in looking at the article again, I had put it in tubes, but while it's for a rolled system, I think it's really a box solution. So let's go in and change and put this in under boxes. Click there. Okay. And we're going to have to hit update for that to be saved. Okay, so now we're going to, as you can see, we have what's called the permalink, which is up here. Or we can also get a short link, which is this information here. It's just a shorter URL to link to this page. The important thing right now is to note this number, the 2501, because this is the number that we're going to need to put into our exclude menu so that it does not show up in that sidebar. So I've copied that using the keystroke Control-C, and I will click OK. Now, let's say there's a couple of things that we want to do. We're going to go back to our All Pages menu, and we are going to find our home page. Let's just search for it to bring it up quickly. Here's our home page. We're going to go and edit here, so we put in a link to our new article in the New on Stash. So you'll see here on our home page, we're also using the page builder menu. We have a slightly different format because we don't have the sidebar there. We have a bunch of things in the sort of right-hand menu. But the majority of our text is in the second text block here. Give it a second to come up. That's strange. on our first text block. Okay, I don't know what that second text block is doing. So we're going to add this as our newest one on top here. And we're going to paste in, oh, that's not what I meant to do. We need to list our title, which I've already forgotten. So I'm going to quickly look that back up. Okay, custom housing for oversized bold graphic recordings, I believe it is. Creating custom enclosure for oversized graphic recording. Let's just pull this over here for a minute so I can consult with it as necessary. So here, actually, let's go, we'll add it at the bottom and then we can move it up. Okay. No, I've already forgotten it, so let's make our window little. Creating a custom okay, so we've added this to our list of new articles. Now I want to hot link it to the location of that article. So we're going up to our WYSIWYG editor, and we're going to click on this sort of chain link. Here it says insert edit link. If you ever want to remove a link, you go to the adjacent button, and here it gives you a couple of options of how you can do this. In this case, I've highlighted that information, so that's going to come up in the title. If we were linking to something outside Stash, you could ask it to open the link in a new window. So either here I can paste in that short link. It's duplicated the HTTP information. So we could do it that way, or we could click on this link here. So you see it puts in the title and the full URL. So we're going to say add link. And there we have it. Let's see if I want to move this to the top of our list. I'm just going to copy and paste it. And there we go. Get rid of our extra bullet point. Uh-oh. We've now somehow lost. So let's go back and undo. Figure out why that got rid of that's not good. Something's funky going on with that list. Counter inserts. See if we can do one more time. Okay, let's try this again. We're going to put in and insert our link. And by accident, I pasted in the title there, so let's just do it this way. And adding the link. Let's see if we successfully did that now. Great. Okay, so the rest of our list is here, and now we've put it at the top of the list. Again, sometimes the WYSIWYG editor does a few funky things, and you just have to sort of adapt and maybe, redo the link or, move things around. Liberal use of the undo button. Okay, so we're going to save this page in the page builder, and we also need to update this page. Okay, so that was the first thing. We've now added it to our home page, and we can go up to the top and do view page to see that the link is there, and we'll want to actually test that link eventually. Okay, terrific. Go back into our editing mode, because the next thing we'll want to do is add it to the section level menu, because eventually when things are no longer new, they will come off that home page, but they have to remain linked to their section page header so that we find it. So in the end, we put it in boxes. Let's just search on box. And here you see all of the various pages that use the word box. And it's probably actually going to be on the last page. Here's one of the earlier ones. There we go. We have our parent page and boxes. Okay. So again, you'll see the format of this is a little bit different than the page builder. We do have the sidebar menus here and then just a single text block. So this gives us a little bit of information about boxes and lists all of our information here. Now, I don't think we actually had anything, a particular order, whether it was, seems to me that we have it alphabetically by title. So let's see if we can add in our closure. Typo. Okay, and I'm going to get our author name in here. And now we're going to do the same thing in terms of linking this. Go up, do our insert edit link, and add link. Does that look right? It does indeed. We're going to hit save on our module, and we're going to hit update on our page. Okay, so now we have a link under new articles on our homepage, a permanent link in the boxes section. Again, even though you can only put things in with its parent attribute in one place, you can actually link to it from multiple places. So if we decided we did want to put something under rolls or tubes, we could link to it there. I'm not going to do that for now, but it would be the same process. What I do want to show you is how we exclude that article from being automatically added to our sidebar menu. So for that, we're going to use, we're going to go into our appearance menu here on the left-hand side and widgets. Okay, so now we are looking for this menu, the sidebar, and you'll see solutions, and we're going to expand this. Now, so here this is our solutions, the title of our sidebar menu. It's going to sort it by page order, and here it says exclude. So you'll see this is a list of all the page IDs, as it says, separated by commas, and it's a long list because, of course, this lists all the articles. We don't want them showing up in the sidebar. We just want our big section headers. And this is where, if you remember, we had to, I said, make a note of that number that came up in the short link, which was 2501. and we're going to add that at the end, separated by a comma, and press save. So now, if we go back to the site, let's go to visit site. We go into solutions and take a look at our sidebar. You'll see that that article doesn't show up there, which is the way it should be. Terrific. Now, as you can see, that exclude list was long, and trying to recreate it was if somehow it got corrupted, would be a bit of a project. So we've created a backup for that list. So in addition to putting it into the exclude list in the appearance widget sidebar menu, we also have a duplicate list here in notes. And the notes is something that is important for you to know about, since it includes some useful information for you on editing. So this is a place where all of the people who have access to the back end of Stash, including all of you on the editorial committee, can put in ideas here. This is some tips on how to add the Stash news posts, how to add a solutions page. I think actually this is a somewhat duplicate of adding a new page. Copy existing form. Creating similar forms, you probably won't need that one. This is to remember if you are having trouble with line spacing in pages and posts, to remember that it's a Shift-Enter that gives you a line break without putting in a space in between the lines. But this is actually what we are looking for, this exclude page list. And so this, as you can see here, is copied from that widget sidebar, and we're going to go and we have to click on edit first. And we're going to go in and add our 2501. And we will say that we have uploaded this on 10/02/2015. And again, don't forget to click update. And that all seems as it should be. And let's just go back to the full website and take a look and make sure that all of our links are working correctly. Okay, I'm going to click our first one here on the home page. That takes us where we want to go. Terrific. Now let's navigate to our boxes section. And there is. Okay, that link is working correctly too. Okay, so aside from this one formatting issue that I'll have to sort out, and I'm not going to do that while you guys are listening, I think we have successfully added a new article, and that ends this video. And the next one we will do is to show you how to access a submission that has been put in our online form. The rest of the process in terms of creating the article and adding images and all of that will be the same. And so if you have any questions about the whole process, of course, you'll be able to contact me or Lisa Goldberg. Thank you very much for listening.